The first thing you need to know about Washington, D.C. is that, well, it's not a Big 12 campus. It's much bigger. There's a lot more going on, a lot more to see, and a lot of it you probably already have seen. Like, say, the White House, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the list goes on, and you heard most of it in your history class, I'm sure. So I want to stay true to the name of this segment, Taste of the Town. You know, the game is at FedEx Field, which is technically in Landover, Maryland, and I'm from Maryland. And what do you eat when you're in Maryland? You eat Maryland blue crabs. So that is the first stop on our tour of Washington, D.C.
Welcome to the Main Avenue Fish Market. It's the oldest continuously operating fish market in the entire country. For more than 200 years, it's been keeping locals stocked on seafood, and today, we're checking out Captain White Seafood City.
My grandfather started it on a picnic table. My father helped him, okay? My grandfather would bring in the seafood to the picnic table and my dad would sell it. We have about 15 boats in Maryland that work just for us, 12 boats in Delaware, 15 boats in Louisiana, 10 boats in Georgia, and we have trucks that go out and they get all of our crabs and they bring it back into us. We see a variety of all cultures. Everybody's different, everybody likes different things. I mean, I see some customers 4 or 5 times a week, and they just always love their seafood. People come from Baltimore just to buy from DC because we sell a volume at a better price.
If you happen to be from out of town, the prospect of cracking into your own crabs may seem a bit daunting. Lucky for us, Pizza Pro.
So the best way to eat a crab, you take off the back shell, okay? And then you take a knife and you cut off all your legs. And then you take off what you call your dead man's fingers, which are the lungs of the crab. Take all of that off, cut the crab in half, like, so you have top piece, cut it in half like that. Start picking out your jumbo lump and your back fin. Oh my gosh, you can't beat it. Best taste in the world, man.
And it's even better when you get to chow down right on the banks of the Potomac River. Seafood and a view of the water on a sunny day? What could be better?
It's just an incredible atmosphere out here. The only thing I wouldn't recommend is to come to Captain White's wearing a white shirt and a suit for that matter. Things get a little bit messy, but after you have your Maryland blue crab, you gotta figure out something to wash it down with. And that's what we're gonna do on our next stop. But first, I gotta go wash up. I'll see you there.
Hi, my name's Jeff Hancock. I am president, co-founder, and head brewer here at DC Brau.
DC Brau opened in 2011, and in doing so, it gave Washington its first production brewery since 1956.
So in this day and age, we felt that was a pretty big gap in the market that needed to be filled. And this was kind of right on the beginning of, the craft beer movement as a whole.
DC Brau is a 3-vessel brew house that produced more than 15,000 barrels of beer last year. In just a few short years of operation, it's grown from a small local craft brewery to a regional microbrewery.
I would say about 15 or 20 years ago, there was kind of a shift in buying more locally produced goods as opposed to mass-produced things locally and internationally. Craft beer is all that.
With names like The Public, The Citizen, and even The Corruption, DC Brau fully embraces its district roots.
We just continue to push the envelope as far as community engagement, creating abundance for that community, and experimenting, not necessarily with crazy beer styles, but just ways to improve process, ways to make the beer taste better, and ways to get, like I said, the community involved.
So after all of the talk of beer, it's time for me to go ahead and try something here at DC Brau. So come on over here as Jeff's standing by for me. Thank you very much, sir.
Cheers.
And I hear you got one last message for the WVU fans. Go ahead.
Go Mountaineers, beat the Cougars.
And that, my West Virginia friends, is something I think we can all toast to today.